Hello everyone, this is Shilpa Gogre from Department of Mathematics, MD College. And in this lecture for first year BSc Maths 1 Calculus, I am going to explain order properties of R. So we assume that there exists a non-empty subset R plus. It is a subset of R. R is our set of real numbers. This set is called the set of positive real numbers. So in number line you can see this is my number line for R. Suppose somewhere here 0 is there, then on the right hand side all the elements which are there on the right hand side of 0. That set is the set of all positive real numbers, and that I am denoting by R plus. Now it is satisfying some property. The first property says that if x and y are belonging to R plus, that means they are positive real numbers, then x plus y also belongs to R plus. That is, the sum or addition of two positive real numbers is also a positive real number. Very obviously, the next property is if two positive real numbers are there, then their multiplication, that is xy, is also a positive real number. You can also say that if x and y belong to R plus, then xy also belongs to R plus. This is the second property. The third and a very important property is, it is known as law of trichotomy or trichotomy. It says that for every x in R, exactly one of the following is true. Either x is 0, or x belongs to R plus, or minus x. What is minus x? Additive inverse of x belongs to R. In other words, you can say that any real number is either 0 or it is a positive real number, or saying that it is a negative real number is same as saying that its additive inverse is a positive real number. This particular property is known as law of trichotomy. Now we have a definition of order relation in R. It goes like this. For x and y, two real numbers, define x to be less than y. So I am defining x less than y, which is written as x less than y. This is the notation. If y minus x belongs to R plus. So if the difference between y and x, that is y minus x, is a positive real number, then we say that x is less than y. Sometimes we also write like this. Y, how do you read it? Y is greater than X. So X less than Y is equivalent to, this is equivalent to Y greater than X. How do you read it? You read it as Y is greater than X. Now the next definition is a very obvious definition. It is of X less than or equal to Y. X less than or equal to Y. Now what does it mean? It means if you either have X less than Y or you have X is equal to Y. So when we say that X is less than or equal to. So that can be broken in these two parts. It is either X is less than Y or X is equal to Y. Now we have some remarks which are very much known to you. But let us write it down using the notation R plus. The first remark says X is greater than 0 if and only if X is in R plus. And so what we have is, we can define R plus as all those real numbers which are greater than. The second remark says if X is less than 0, we say X is negative. And if X is greater than or equal to 0, we say that X is non-negative. It is just the terminology which you have to remember. Now the third remark says now let us take two real numbers and we apply law of trichotomy to the real number X minus Y. Now for the number X minus Y, exactly one of the following is true. Now this is in the line of law of trichotomy which we have seen earlier. But there it was real number X. Now my number is X minus Y. So what we have is either X minus Y is 0, or it belongs to R plus, or its additive inverse, that is minus of X minus Y, belongs to R plus. Now this can be written in the following way. That is, if you have two real numbers X and Y, then exactly one of the following is true. And what is that? It is either X minus Y is equal to 0, can be written as either X is equal to Y, or what you mean by X minus Y belongs to R plus, by the order relation it means Y is less than X, or what you mean by minus of X minus Y belongs to R plus, it means X is less than Y. As you can see, when I have minus of X minus Y, it is actually Y minus X which is belonging to R plus. And by the definition, we have the definition over here. Look at this definition. that is y minus x is in R plus, then what you have is x is less than y. So now we can also state the law of trichotomy in the following way. For x, y belonging to R, exactly one of the three relations, x is equal to y, or x is less than y, or y is less than x, holds. So you have law of trichotomy stated in two different ways. This is for two real numbers x and y and the relation between them, and the other one is only for one real number. This trichotomy law was only for one real number, that is for every x in R you have either x is equal to 0 or x belongs to R plus or additive inverse of x belongs to R plus. So there are two versions of law of trichotomy.